Welcome to a brand new season of TVGP's Critical Misses. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me as always is Moonpier.
Hello, this is the Italian seasoning.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
sorry,
that's
you
right.
said season.
Yes, a different. Yeah, we'll do a ranking of seasonings as our additional show. Sign up as a patron. Actually, speaking of patrons, E1M1.cash.
The ones that was
If you want to hear the Critical Misses production, meaning the exclusive episodes over there at the $5 tier or higher, you can hear all about how we came to pick the season that we'll be talking about here in a minute, and what potentially other summer-related seasons that we're sort of kicking around a little bit before we settled on this one. So go sign up over there.
yes.
I really like those episodes a whole lot. If you want to hear a little bit of the kind of behind the scenes planning of these shows, you can go get that over there. Um, but for season 38 here, we're going to be watching more romantic comedies. You know, very similar to last season where we fell in love with Satan. We're gonna fall in love
hmm
with actual humans, probably this season. But we decided to. We have a number of seasons in our spreadsheet of like non-white, non-like cisgendered kind of the stereotypical romantic comedies you think of, or like you see when someone's kind of making a parody of them, of like,
Yes.
yeah. So we're not gonna watch those. We're gonna watch.
We literally have seasons based. We have done seasons of those. Go check those out.
Yeah, those are the other seasons. They're really great, but we're looking to like two white cis dudes not watching four white cis like romantic comedy movies in a season. So we're gonna stuff around the world, stuff with that's we're trying to broaden our horizons a little bit here, and we are going in chronological order for the season for no other reason other than that sounded good. So
Yes.
we're gonna start with 2001's Amelie here at the beginning, the French language film Amelie, which was the hottest film for a really long time. That's kind of the thing that I remember.
Was, is,
Yeah.
still. Everyone still seems to talk about Amelie with hushed reverence tones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like going into this, I might not necessarily understand why that is. I'm sure, like with anything else French, there's always this kind of from the outside looking in, sort of like you said, like hushed reverence of like, oh, French, so romantic,
hmm
like that kind of thing.
Yes, I have this and Run Lola Run stuck in my head
Hmm.
as like films of my youth that people wouldn't shut up about that I should definitely go watch.
Oh man, Run Lola Run is great. I sorry, I
I
re-
haven't seen that one,
I
mate.
remember it being great. It was definitely one of those like, I feel like there was a real surge, and I'm sure this was available beforehand. But when DVDs really started, the price started coming down. I feel like there was a
Uh-huh.
real push for foreign language films to come out on DVD.
A
Um,
100%.
should get at it.
I've seen so many like Japanese movies because of that. That's how I watched the Fortnite, Squid Game, Battle Royale. I watched Battle
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Royale. That way I watched the English release or the English soundtrack release of Initial D, the live action movie based on the anime. That
Right.
way. I watched the live action Kashan that way.
Oh yeah.
Still a banger, by the way.
Yep. Sure, it's great. So I feel like this might be is in 2001. It was still kind of the heyday of DVDs. And
Yes.
I feel like this might have been like, wow, I can just go to Best Buy and number one in 2025, I can still buy films, but also like I can just go get a French language film with subtitles and it's $15 and call it a day. Um,
hmm
so I feel like that might be one kind of endearing thing. Hold on, my cat is
We
trying
also
to eat
like
a plant back here. Get out of there.
You're fine. We also saw a large rise of like French directors making it to Hollywood because of that kind of thing
Yes.
too. We both have seen a very famous French movie that came out around this time, Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Oh my god, that movie's so good.
Phenomenal film.
Actually,
Don't get me wrong, white man savior problems all over that
oh,
movie, but
100%, yeah. Do you know who directed this movie?
I do because we have seen a movie by him previously.
Yeah, he directed Delicatessen and City of Lost Children, which are both very famous French films. Oh yeah, and also
And
Alien
I
Resurrection.
haven't seen those two. I have seen
Yeah,
that one.
I didn't realize that. Also just kind of teaming up with Joss Whedon and making an
Mhm.
alien film. So
Yep.
I I doubt
Also
there's.
apparently completely bonkers. That's actually why the guy in Alien Resurrection who's in the wheelchair
Mhm.
is a French actor. He's a French actor who the director hired because he's a big fan of his work.
Right. Um, I'm assuming, I'm going to greatly assume there will be no shared DNA between an alien film and this French rom-com, but I guess we'll have to
I
see.
mean, I don't know. The poster has a spoon on it. I'm sure there must be a
It's
spoon
true.
somewhere in the Alien movies.
That's true. Speaking of the spoon, I feel like the amount of things that I've absorbed from this movie, the the poster with just her, Audrey Tautou, on it, and the picture of her with the spoon, I feel like are the only two things I have seen from this movie, and a lot of it is like, oh, Amelie, you need to go see it. Oh, so romantic. Oh, but like nothing other than that, really.
Yeah, I literally know nothing about this movie
Yeah,
at all.
and I
I know literally we've talked about the three things I know. It's French, it's directed by the guy who did Alien Resurrection,
mhm,
and it's famous for being very French.
right,
That's all I know.
and there's a spoon in there somewhere. Yeah, and that's kind of fun because I feel like you get these movies every once in a while that like every once in a while you'll get a movie of like, oh, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, you just need to go see it. Like, I don't even want to spoil any of it. But this is definitely not one of those like, oh man, at the beginning of the third act the zombies show up and Paris falls. But like,
Go around the Winchester for shots.
that's right. He said dogs can't look up. But there's nothing like this movie of just like, oh, it's so good. You just need to go see it. I'm not even gonna. It's just so romantic. So, um,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I don't know.
It got nominated for a bunch of Academy Awards, so
Yes,
it definitely fits the remit of critical misses.
yes, for sure.
Not like we don't bend and break those rules whenever we GD
Yeah,
feel like it.
yeah. All right. Any final thoughts here for this movie?
Nope, no idea what it is.
Ditto.
Looking forward to it.
All right, let's go watch the film.
Yep.
Welcome back. We're back from the movies. Went to the movies. We traveled back in time, just like this
Yes.
movie. It's not a time travel
What
movie.
is the name of this season again?
Romantic comedies.
Okay. Does it have a particular theme that we're aiming for?
Uh, yeah, not this
Did we
movie.
did we goof up?
Yeah, I think this
I think
first
we
one
goofed.
might not have been the as
Not a suitable one for the season, one might say.
yeah, I think it's a little less
Is not the
diverse.
reason for the season.
Yeah, a little less diverse than I think we were expecting. Which is fine.
Uh-huh.
That's part of the when you roll the
This is
dice on the show.
yeah, especially when neither of us have seen it.
Yeah.
Especially.
So, it's fine. It's fine. It's pretty white,
Uh-huh.
but is pretty fine. Um so we did watch Amelie. We did see Saw Where the Spoon came in, which was a literal 5-second scene.
Yeah, it wasn't even that, dude. It was like a 2-second scene.
I do have to say, cracking the top of a creme brulee, pretty great. I agree with that.
Yeah, pretty good thing to like.
Yeah.
I've never done it before, but I'm assuming
Oh,
that
man.
it's probably satisfying.
Incredibly satisfying. Oh, so good.
I'm English, dude. We avoid French desserts like the plague.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I we're
That was a joke. To anybody who doesn't know my sense of humor, that was a
That's right.
joke.
That's right. Don't don't write in.
Don't cancel me because I said the French make crappy desserts.
Right.
I kid. They make amazing
That's
desserts.
right.
That's the thing they're best at.
That's right. Like
And
one thing
surrendering.
they're famous for.
Yeah, desserts and surrendering. White
That's right.
flags and white
Heyo.
desserts.
Got
The
him.
way it is.
Um, I don't know, man. I don't know where to start with
I
this
can start.
movie. Okay, go ahead.
This has the most surrealist and absurdist intro I've probably seen in any movie ever.
The
The whole like
surrealism measures off the charts on this one, largely in a good way.
yeah. Yes, and like the way that it's just like here are some very serious or very like interesting facts about people and situations and
Mm-hmm.
everything else, and it just does it in like the most mundane voiceover ever. It's the go to the TVGP store. It's the "I'll never be anything special" T-shirt. It's a
That's right.
dark message with
That's right.
happy-go-lucky overtones.
Mm-hmm.
It's like yes, this is exactly what I live for. Also, the coloration of this movie is incredible. It is
Yeah.
so orange, and I love it.
Yeah, I really liked a lot of the intro of this movie, of this kind of like
Do you like
detached.
to clean your toolbox as well?
Well, I liked that the two of them were so different, but at the end of the day, the one thing that they like to do for fun is strikingly similar.
Hmm.
But like all of it is delivered in this like overly detached, almost like documentary style kind of commentary, which I think kind of worked for it, and I think does a really good job without really beating you over the head about it, saying like this is why Amelie is kind of weird. Like everybody around her is weird. People in general are weird, and she was made to stay at home and be homeschooled and kind of locked in the house. So her imagination needed to kind of
Took over.
take over, and kind of needed to break free from her normal life.
Uh-huh.
And that's why she has this kind of eccentric creative side to her overall that permeates through everything surrounding her.
So what I'm about to say, I say with the deepest love in my heart.
Okay.
I say with the understanding that this isn't me, so I may be wrong, and that is fine. Feel free to correct me. Don't cancel me. Correct me
Right.
if I'm wrong.
It's a teaching show.
Yes, I am neurodivergent. I
Mm-hmm.
am. Like, there's just no getting around it. It's just part of who I am. To me, Amelie reads as on the autism spectrum.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Like the social anxieties, the missing of certain cues, the
Mm-hmm.
nervousness. There's a I'm not trying to say I get a pass when I say I know an autistic person, but I know an autistic person or two,
That's right.
and this reads as on the autism spectrum. I'm
Mm.
not going to sit there and diagnose, but that's what it reads as to me as someone who has experience in dealing with people who have autism.
Well, and it's interesting too, because in 2001, the thing you always see when describing the main character is she's shy and quirky, and I feel like that was very much a descriptor of characters like this in the early 2000s, like early to mid 2000s.
Hmm.
And I wonder if this movie was made uh, in kind of a more modern time, if there would have been a bigger lean towards, there being
I mean, let's face it, there wasn't. It's hard to define this stuff these days, let alone
yeah,
24 years ago when the film originally came out.
right. Yeah, it's I think that's a really interesting read on her as a character. Because I think you can look at her and say like, oh, she's just socially awkward and she's shy and she's in her own head and she's just like overly
Yeah,
creative.
there's a lot of keywords that are used these days in describing someone with
Exactly.
autistic tendencies.
Exactly.
Uh, Back then, they wouldn't have been used because back then people were just like, oh, they're just different.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this is a genuine condition, please, just like PTSD and everything else that exists out there. Thank you.
Right. Um, and I think we do see kind of the nastier side of it with the grocer that's always picking on his assistant guy.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
the worst human in this film that thankfully Amelie's.
Second worst human. Thank you very much.
Wait,
Second worst
who's
human.
the first worst?
Her dad, dude.
Oh God, yes. I see. He's so absent from her life that I forget he's in the
Yes,
movie.
hence the worst
Yeah,
human.
like I'm like, oh yeah, that guy, the guy who's only upset because he thinks that his garden gnome is going on a world tour, which is pretty
Uh-huh.
great. I like
Yes,
this
it
kind of
is.
like vengeful side of Amelie, where it's like if you're not going to be treating people correctly, if you're not going to be as kind as you could be, Amelie's going to come for you. It's
Yes,
going to be a horror film
without
now.
you knowing.
Yeah,
Yes. Is there an Amelie under your bed? You might want to
that's
double
right.
check that every night just to be safe.
The Amelie's already in the house. Um,
Uh-huh.
I do have to say though, I was surprised at how funny this movie was. I mean, that's obviously the calm part of rom com, but a lot of
Yes.
times rom com movies will just be like, "Oh, this person is overly flamboyantly gay," and isn't that
Yes.
funny? And it's like, well, no. Or it's sort of like we're punching way down in other ways. Isn't that funny? And it's like, oh, I don't think so. But like, there's a moment really early on in the movie where Amelie accidentally takes a picture of the cars that get into the car crash, and he says, "Every time you take a picture, it causes an accident," and
And she's so sitting there traumatized on the couch, like with the
listing
eyes as big as they could be.
and
And
listing
it's
the
like, oh, two
natural,
derailments
yeah, the
and
natural
a forest
disasters that
fire.
happen. Like that's really good, and
That kid has a great face for it too, because those
yeah,
eyes are just huge.
and like that's where the kind of detached commentary over the movie works really well. Of like, there were two train derailments, there was a mudslide, there was this, like laying it all out and seeing this child being terrified. I
Uh-huh.
think that stuff worked really well, and I think when I think we see less and less of it kind of as the movie goes on, the movie kind of switches from the narrator to Amelie being the main character. But I think a lot of that stuff worked really, really, really well. And I think the voiceover for Amelie herself of like, here are all of the things that Amelie likes, and sort of painting her character without
Uh-huh.
her having to do it, I think worked really, really well. Especially the like, here's what she likes, and here's the things that she likes to do, and here's the things she doesn't like. Um,
Yeah.
and I think that dovetails nicely into
Also,
what
the dad wears sandals with socks. Just
right,
putting that out there
just
as well.
straight to jail. But I think that works really well because you, with how little she speaks in the movie, I think it helps a lot to say, here is why she falls in love with the dude that's putting the pictures together. Like, their quirkiness and their oddities kind of line up with each other in a way that is like makes sense based on what you saw in the intro of the movie. Um,
Uh-huh.
I think that helps the movie a lot, and I think watching this movie here in 2025, I'm sort of seeing like, wow, this is one of those movies where it's like, yeah, I get why this movie was so popular in 2001. Like, there's always in the States, we talked about it a little bit in the intro, there's always this like, oh, France, oh, Paris, oh, the romance,
Uh-huh.
oh, the
The romanticization of
exactly,
European countries.
like
Uh-huh.
there's always this kind of like swooning love of all things French. Um, and I think the cuteness of this movie and the kind of like wide-eyed innocence of Amelie herself, I think probably fueled that a lot too. Of like, oh, look at this wonderful life she lives at this tiny bar, and she can just do whatever she wants all day and follow the love of her life. And it's like, oh God, okay. Like I don't disagree. I think it is a very cute movie, but
Yes.
I don't think I have that like I'm in love with the idea of Paris gene in my body.
True. I think we're also slightly too old and slightly too realist slash pessimistic to know that that's the truth kind of situation.
Yeah. I'm more on the
Like,
side of like
well,
I'm with the French. Let's strike. Hell yeah, take it to the streets.
yes. Yes. It's almost like there's a revolution due, and
That's
the
right.
French taught us how to do that at least.
That's right. I watched Les
Before they,
Mis. I
you
know
know,
how to do it.
before they learned how to surrender, that is.
That's right.
Anyway, Lady Diana's death is the final destination moment that changes Amelie's life. Like what?
It's also like a moment I genuinely forgot about because I've never been like a the royals sort of person.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Spoiler alert, there's one good one, and she dies at the start of this movie.
that's right. I forgot how much of like a crushing moment that was. Even here in the U.S. was just like, no, Lady Di, why? And like I forgot. I like that Mr. Glass late in the movie yells at the grocery assistant guy is just like, oh my, shut up about Lady Di. Like, Lady Di, shut up about it. Get out. It's just like, yeah, man. I forgot about the fervor over her and then her untimely passing.
Yeah, because she was the only royal who was. So, minus spoiler alert.
Oh,
I'm British. I don't like royalty. I'm a
Makes sense.
working class British person. I don't like royalty. Yeah, she was the only one who seemed to be relatable to us because she was the only one who like didn't put up with the royals crap.
like the
If
only
you're not
real
100%.
human.
Yes, like was told that she couldn't take part in her kids' sports day because like, which is like, it's when as a parent you go with your kids and there's like a bunch of fun sporting events like the egg and spoon race and like
Oh,
like
sure.
sack racing and stuff like that. Like
Right.
really young kids. Was told she couldn't get involved in it because she's royal and royals don't show their legs.
Boo. You suck.
Promptly took part in the sprint and smoked them all.
Incredible.
Like didn't give two hoots that she was a royal. Like just literally took part, sprinted, outrun every other parent there. I was like, yeah, I'm the winner. That's me.
right.
I'm the best. How many royals do you know who got a Beanie Baby, Boston?
That's true. That's true.
Available for $507,000 on eBay right now, by the way.
Oh goodness. Okay. Thanks. Maybe we should spend that on a charity or something, but who am I to say?
You know, the thing that Princess Diana would have wanted you to put that money
That's
towards.
right. A small animal full of beans.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting of this kind of like this turning point in Amelie's life was this kind of specific tragedy of her passing and the thing that kind of was the catalyst for the rest of the journey. And I like that even though she had that pushing her, that she still had a hesitancy through the whole movie of like, I don't know, man, like, should I? I'm kind of awkward about it. Like, this is kind of a big jump. And I think that felt kind of more natural than I was expecting. Because I think when we think of, or when I think of a lot of romantic comedies movies, it's always this like one meet cute after another of like, oh my God, how funny to run into you here in the same photo booth. It's like, no, man, they don't meet each other for like 75 minutes of the like, it's more than that, of this 2 hour long movie. Like they don't
Yep.
meet each other for 95% of this movie, and it's all this kind of like very charming ships passing in the night by design sort of stuff.
Yes.
I think
And like Amelie's meddling is both hilarious and great and terrible at the same time. Can we just say that as well? Like,
she's
don't get me wrong,
terrifying.
I love what she does to the mean grocer.
Yes.
It's hilarious what she does to the bully grocer. Like that's chef's kiss. Like
his scream when he plugs in his lamp and the
and
wire
it
catches
explodes.
fire, and he just like the inhuman scream was really good.
And the fact that like his quick dial to his mother was replaced with the psychiatric helpline is just chef's kiss. Like
Yep.
it's tiny things that
Right.
are on their own not too bad, but then you add them all up and it's just like, dude, no, like
But
you're a domestic terrorist is what you are, Amelie.
That's right. I do like though for the one scene where the mean grocer was asleep in the cauliflower. I like that.
Everyone is so happy.
And like everyone's so happy, but the younger guy with the bad
Lucian
arm or the
is
bad hand,
is so good.
he's like
he's so happy.
yeah, he's so happy. He's natural. He's doing a great job. He's super charming. Like I like that there was this moment of like he's not bad. It's that he's being browbeat by this genuinely horrible person, just because of something. It was nice to see him get a little bit of a win there.
Yes, 100% it was. But yeah, like him manipulating of like the hypochondriac and the creep. Did you recognize the creep, by the way?
No, it looked sort of familiar.
He's the guy from the wheelchair in Alien Resurrection.
That's right. He has such a memorable face. And as soon as he's like recording stuff in the bar, I was like, I know I've seen this dude before. I've seen this dude probably in 5 different movies. Yeah, he was pretty good. I like the Amelie's bent towards pushing people together, either kind of romantically or otherwise, like her delivering the little tin box full of mementos to that guy but not wanting to take the credit for it due to seemingly not entirely altruistic reasons but kind of for shyness reasons, and then that extending to a whole bunch of other stuff like the alien guy falling in love with the cigarette hypochondriac lady. Like I thought a lot of that was really great, and I think it helps Amelie's character quite a lot, in a great endearing way.
Yes.
Yeah. Gosh,
can we talk about the throwaway lines of humor in this? And I've got one.
Sure.
Like one fantastic one because there's a bunch of little one-liners in here.
Yes.
The creep has some absolutely astoundingly hilarious lines for like intimacy that are not intimacy, just like hidden veiled like things.
Yeah.
But my favorite one is when she's talking to the concierge, the woman who lives at the bottom, whose husband like ran away with the secretary and then died, kind of thing. And she's talking about like the woman's history, and she's like, "Oh, you must have heard the story." No, okay, sit down. You're gonna hear the story.
She's like bullying
Drink the
her
sherry.
into...
You're going to hear this story.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's like, "Yeah, you know, he had a secretary, and they did it in all the hotels, but not the cheap ones, because she didn't like anything but satin. So you know." He stole from the till a little bit, just a little bit, and then 50 million, and then ran away to South America.
He's like a couple grand here and there, and then 50 million, and then ran away. I was like, excuse me.
I was like, okay, what happened there? Excuse me. And then, like, immediately after, there's the guy who's hole punching plants because he did
Oh my
ticket
God.
punches on
This
the
is
MTR on the
okay. So
metro.
this senile guy is the senile, not senile guy is my favorite character in this movie because Amelie sits down with him and he goes, "Hey, the guy you're looking for is this, but she's not going to let you listen to me because I'm senile." She
I'm
immediately
senile.
sits down
And
and
then
says,
she
"Don't listen to
immediately,
him. He's senile."
I'm listening to him, he's senile.
And then she like puts the books on the table and it hits the teacup and they both start yelling at each other and it's like, this is great. And then he makes two comments that I think are hilarious. One is his wife is holding up the plant that he's done the hole punches in, and he goes, I would have preferred lilac, but you know, you work with what you got.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and then she starts complaining that one of their kids is still living at home at 50, and he says, well, you're still squeezing the toothpaste out of the tube at 15, so here we are. Just like,
Yeah, because, yep.
That guy's great. That's probably my favorite character in this movie of just like, I know what's going on.
The way she puts that plant down and it's just got a whole bunch of holes in the leaves, it's just
It's
absolutely
so
hilarious to me.
It's so good. And him just like shrugging his shoulders like, yeah, I did it.
We also grew up in that time frame, like when we know what phone boxes are, and we remember the guys who had the little single hole punch that would punch your tickets to stuff. Like, yeah, okay, I got this guy.
There's like late in the movie, there's a Xerox machine tucked away in the the side
in the streets.
Yeah, like in the streets in like a subway train station. I'm just like, dang, okay, yeah, that did happen. Wow.
It was like after. It was this great moment, like after she gives the box back to the guy, which I think is a genuinely sweet moment.
Yeah.
And he has like these flashbacks again, random flashbacks with the most middle of the road voiceover ever. But she goes like up and down in like moods based on things that have happened. Here is my first note where it's like, wait, is this movie about bipolar disorder? There was extreme highs and lows going on here. And that's when I first started to have the suspicion of potentially a neurodivergency going on here.
Right.
But the more the movie went on, the more I was like, this is reading as autistic to me. Not
right.
Again, I'm not autistic myself, so I'm not going to sit there and say
not
100%
insulting
or whatever.
Anybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say that my next note says Amelie plays Half-Life 2 and she steals a gnome.
So you can send that gnome to space, man. There's an achievement for it. Gotta go get it.
And then my next note is, correction, it's Left 4 Dead because she just stole a med pack from a guy on a cycle scooter.
That's like, there's so many interesting moments in this movie that almost go a little too far to make sure that Amelie and the photo book guy don't meet up for a really long time.
Yes.
I don't think
some of that is just Amelie being shy and nervous
100%.
and socially awkward. Right. Most of it is Amelie being shy and nervous and socially awkward.
And I think the movie does it for just long enough where they like, she doesn't know who he is, she doesn't know where, like she calls the wrong number to like an adult store and realizes like, oh, he just gave me the wrong number, not realizing no, he actually works there.
Yep, he works there.
But like I feel like once the movie kind of moves from who is this guy to maybe I'm falling for him, maybe I should start pursuing him, I think it makes that change just right at the right moment. That way you're not like, oh my god, they missed it again. But her bringing him to the park and drawing the blue arrows all the way through the park, that was like, okay, now we're getting down to it. Only an idiot looks
and the
like
fact
a
that like
statue.
leaves him on a huge wild goose chase just so she can safely put the thing in the bike and not be caught.
Yep. Yeah, like it doesn't do the thing that I was expecting it to do, which is like on a bench in the middle of nowhere was
overlooking Paris.
Yeah, like it was going to be the book was there. It's just like, no, I just needed him away from his bike so I could just put it in there and leave. Like it's really good. And like that's the thing that I think this movie is very cute and it is very charming and it's interesting because it's moving at a like 60 miles a minute. Like this thing through the whole 2 hours is booking, but it never really feels overwhelming. Like it doesn't feel like a movie that's like running downhill and it's kind of pinwheeling its arms, like it's running too fast, but
It's
it's
not Run
moving.
Lola Run. I've never seen that movie. Go listen to the production meetings.
That's right. Check out some future season for Run Lola Run. We'll do a running movies season that oddly won't have the Running Man in it.
Oh, dude, boy, have you seen it, mate? Is the question.
I've seen the one from the was it from the '70s, the original one.
Wait, hold on. There's an older one than the Arnie one.
Yeah, I've seen the original one. I don't think I've seen the
Well,
Army one.
I guess we've got a remake-world trilogy on our hands.
There you go. We got a brand new season. Here's a production meeting, a free sneak peek for you.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, so like part of why I bring up the speed of this movie is I find myself struggling with what to talk about. Um, because there's like everything happens in this movie and nothing happens in this movie at the same time.
Yes.
And it's not bad. I had a good time watching this movie the whole time through. Um, but like I don't even know where to start really. I do like that she falls in love with the picture guy because
They're both weird.
yeah, they're both weird in a way that like their puzzle pieces fit together, and I like that when she
Yeah.
figures out that he's scraping up like underneath a photo booth. He's not doing it to like, get loose change or anything. He's getting the ripped up pictures and putting them back together and putting them in a book. I like that moment of like, oh no, he's my kind of weird. Oh, this is trouble. Um,
Yes.
like I like that, and it's not like, hey, it's me, your future husband. I'm a cowboy. Yeehaw! Like, look at my ripped washboard abs. It's like, no, man, he's just my kind of weird. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like weird stuff in general.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
Like, there's a like I said, I think the coloration on this movie is great. I like the acting, even like the spikes to the camera. I like when it's not
Yep.
used frequently, but when the performers spike to the camera, like on the poster specifically, the spoon
Right.
shot. There's a spike to the camera, and that's like I don't know why it's become forbidden because I think it can actually be pretty well used sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But like I like it when it's used in this. Like it's
Yeah.
used to just send a quick nod to the audience, and it's like, yeah, I'm fine with that. Show the
Mm-hmm.
nods.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's very charming in a way, and I think Amelie herself, Audrey Tautou, her performance here is like it straddles the line in like five different ways the whole movie in a way that like is disarming and charming and really fun and terrifying if she's like the xenomorph creeping through your house like
Uh-huh.
switching out your shoes. But like
Electrifying your lamps, the usual.
that's right. But I think she nails all of that stuff in a way that I think you could I think if the movie was written differently, it would just be like, okay, put the cute lady in there, and like she just gets to be cute and look at the camera every once in a while and wink, and that's enough. But I think she nails so much of this movie from an acting standpoint that it's not just like, here's a pretty lady, here's a hot dude, now make out.
Yeah, to be honest, I like the fact that it's not just a bunch of smoking hot people in this movie. Like it's full of regular looking people.
Right.
And I really like that. Like everyone who works at the cafe, with maybe the exception of Amelie, is like a regular looking person.
Yep.
Some people look weird, like our friend the creep, but
Right.
that's fine. Weird is not bad.
No. Just like this movie says, there's your weird is going to match somebody else's weird out there.
Yeah, and I like the fact that it takes the societally unavailable guy with the Mr. Glass, for lack of a better
Yes.
phrase, to get her out of
Right.
that whole thing. He does it because he has to do it. But even by
Right.
the end, even he's not doing it anymore.
I really love the moment when I think it's the first time she goes into his apartment. She's like, "Why do you?" She's like looking at the camera, and he goes, "Oh, I just set that up so I don't have to wind up my clocks." And I was like, "That's real good, man. That's
Oh,
a real good, like
remember when you used to
realistic
have to
moment."
wind up your clocks?
Uh-huh. Yeah. God. Um, I don't know. I had a fun time watching this movie. I I'm worried that my lack of stuff to talk about here might make it seem like I'm a little cool on this movie. It's not my favorite rom-com of all time that I've ever seen, but it's really solid.
Hmm.
Like it's one of those ones where I finished it and I was like, all right, that was super cute. And that's the bare minimum I want out of a rom-com, is sort of like, all right, that was super cute, and you have a happily ever after at the end. That's even better too. And you got a bunch of genuinely good comedy. Everybody wins.
Yes.
Yeah. What are your kind of final thoughts here for the film?
It is super duper cute, and I think that's going to be my main takeaway from it. Creepiness aside,
Sure.
some stuff in it is genuinely creepy. I don't know why someone didn't knock out Weird Faces guy like a long time before he actually gets someone start some stuff.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, I think it's cute. It's very heartfelt and endearing, which is
Mm-hmm.
probably its biggest thing in a very socially awkward way, which I'm good with because I'm super duper awkward. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, you know, it wouldn't I wouldn't put it past me at some point in my life to have made like a Riddler's journey to try and see whether or not somebody liked me.
Right. Exactly. No. Let's do ratings here real quick on IMDb. We have this movie an 8.3 out of 10 with almost a million ratings, which might be the highest we've ever seen. Rotten Tomatoes has us at a 90% on the tomato meter with 231 reviews and 95% on the popcorn meter. And Letterboxd has us at a 4.2 out of 5, which, putting aside a lot of the trolls on Letterboxd, that might be one of the higher ones we've seen from Letterboxd.
Yes.
People just love Amelie. I don't blame them. It's super cute. It's
Yeah,
heartwarming.
it is.
It's
I mean, it's for me, it's probably looking at like and maybe an 8.5 out of 10. But yeah, I
yeah.
get it.
I'd be right there too. Like, it's very well done. Like, wonderfully shot, wonderfully directed. The script seems incredibly solid, and everybody just acts the hell out of this movie. It's great.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That's this film. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. We have, I think, 3 more movies in this season. So hopefully you'll take this rom-com journey with us through the next couple of films. We'll see you next time.
Hopefully the next one's also hit, the season theme.
That's right. That's right. Fingers crossed. All right. See you all next time. Bye.
Bye.